Mobile forensic tools like Cellebrite and XRY allow you to export evidence that contains geolocation information. However, when this information is exported and even reported from within these tools, it can still lack context and meaning. The examiner must further work with the resulting KMZ export within Google Earth to make the evidence presentable to other investigators or in court proceedings. If you have ever been frustrated and wondered what now when looking at a KMZ file given to you by an analyst, or one you have exported yourself, you aren't alone. I have asked myself the same question. In fact, asking that question led me to write my own book on the subject, Google Earth Forensics, using Google Earth geolocation in digital forensic investigations. I've taken 5 quick tips from my research to help you in shaping your own geolocation cases in Google Earth. Google Earth Forensic Tip number 1. Use HTML. Not many people know that you can use hypertext markup language, or HTML, in the feature balloon description box within Google Earth. HTML is extremely useful to help format text for readability or adding links to further forensic reports or images to enhance the location. Even knowing a few basic HTML tags such as the break tag or paragraph tag can help the readability of your geolocation feature. There are loads of HTML tutorials on the web, and since it involves straight text and markup tags, it's actually easy to learn, unlike a lot of programming languages. I encourage you to learn some HTML for your Google Earth cases. You will be pleased with the results in your forensic work. Google Earth Forensic Tip number 2. Organize. The location features in your KMZ file may make sense to you, but are you looking at them from the viewpoint of an investigator or even someone further removed from the case, such as a prosecutor? As you begin to work on your exported geolocation evidence KMZ file in Google Earth, it is a good idea to separate similar features, for instance, features in the same locations or having the same theme, into folders. Not only does this help you from getting lost in the weeds of your work, it helps the investigators and others who view the end result filter the details of the case. Google Earth Forensic Tip number 3. Think visually. Unless you're looking at images or movies in a digital forensic case report, you're usually looking at plain text or hexadecimal. Geolocation evidence, while containing elements of this type of data, date and timestamps, or coordinates, can mean nothing if not put into a proper visual context. This is a real strength of using Google Earth in your mobile forensic cases. It allows you to give visual context to the coordinates that are extracted from the smartphone or GPS device. Visual context makes a powerful impact, so remember to think visually and use Google Earth to tell a story by showing people the narrative of your geolocation evidence. Google Earth Forensic Tip number 4. Branding. No, I'm not talking about coming up with a catchy slogan or tweeting about your case. Putting an agency logo overlay on top of your evidence locations in Google Earth lends a professional polish to the case. It will also help warn others that the file contains sensitive information. In addition to logos, other overlays such as legends or banners can be added to your Google Earth Forensic KMZ. The possibilities are limited only by your imagination. Google Earth Forensic Tip number 5. Learn KML. This tip requires a little more work, but not much more than tip number 1. KML stands for Keyhole Markup Language and is the underlying markup language that Google Earth uses to display details in its 3D viewer. KML is a descendant of the Extensible Markup Language, or XML. XML also consists of text and markup tags called elements. Learning KML allows for greater control of the Google Earth program and how it displays information. I've used KML to create timelines and to get rid of the annoying directions link at the bottom of the feature balloon. Though there is a slight learning curve and sometimes takes some debugging, learning KML is a useful skill to have in your bag. You can get a basic KML tutorial from Google, though sometimes the best way to learn is to look at others' code and cobble up your own from that. So there you have it. 5 tips for using Google Earth with exported geolocation evidence in mobile forensic cases. I hope that the tips help you and spark your imagination in how to use Google Earth in your forensic endeavors. If you want more detailed information on geolocation forensics and using Google Earth, check out my book, Google Earth Forensics, Using Google Earth Geolocation in Digital Forensic Investigations, available on Amazon via the link in the description below.